Hello students, myself Dr. Priti Khatri, and today we will discuss about the topic addressing modes. Addressing modes is very important topic in computer architecture. So first we will discuss about what is addressing mode, and after that we will discuss what are the different types of addressing modes, right? So what is addressing mode? Basically addressing mode means it is a way to represent in which an operand or an instruction is specified. Means suppose there is an operand which is specified at a particular address. So at what address that operand is located. So that address is specified by the addressing mode, right? So there are different types of addressing mode we will discuss. As you can see here, there that is implied or implicit addressing, right? Then stack addressing mode, then immediate, direct, indirect, register, register indirect, relative, indexed, based, register, auto increment, and auto decrement. So there are different types of addressing mode we will discuss here. So let's start one by one. As we already discussed, what is addressing mode? Addressing mode means we have to check, we have to find out at what address the operand is located. We have to check, we have to find the address of an operand. So there are the different types of ways to find the address of an operand, right? So what are the different types of ways? The first is called the implied mode. Implied mode is very simple type of addressing mode method. Implied mode means the implied addressing the operand is specified in the instruction itself. This is the main key of this implied addressing mode. Means what is this implied addressing mode? The operand is in the instruction itself, so no need to go anywhere and at any address. Means in this mode the data is of 8-bit or 16-bit long, or the data is a part of the instruction, right? So basically, what's the example of the, as we already know, there are different types of instruction: 3 address, 2 address, 1 address, and 0 address. So 0 address instruction is a part of implied mode. So we know about what is implied mode. The addressing of an operand is in the instruction itself. Suppose this is an instruction, right? So in this instruction, the operand is specified within the instruction. For example, as you can see here, complement accumulator. Suppose there is an accumulator, right? And accumulator consists of some data. It can be of 1010 or 1101, anyone, right? So when we write the instruction like this, CMA means it shows the complement accumulator. You have to complement the values which are stored in the accumulator. It means we can say that within the instruction, the mode is specified. So this is the example of implied mode, right? Now the next is stack addressing mode. What is stack addressing mode? Stack means, you know that stack means it is the top of the stack. The item, it works on the leaf, right? So push pop operation, we already know about what is stack. Stack do the push operation and pop operation. Suppose this is a stack, right? When an item is inserted into a stack, suppose A item is inserted into a stack, then it will be A, then B inserted, then C inserted, then then D inserted, and so on. And when it is popped, then the topmost item will be popped, right? We know the method of stack. Now what is this is push and this is pop, right? This is push and this is pop. Now what do you mean by addressing mode? Addressing mode means like with the help of stack we can find the address of an operand. Means what it says, this instruction simply pop out the two symbols containing at the top of the stack. When we do the push operation, it will be adding the items into a stack, and when we are popping the operation, it will be pop out the items from the stack. Now the addition of these two operand is performed. The result is to obtained after addition is pushed again at the top of the stack, right? So what is stack addressing mode? The top of if we want to find out the address of an operand, so we have to pop up the item, and that item contain the address of the operands, right? So this point shows the operand is contained at the top of the stack, the top of the item. Suppose here A, B, C. So C is the top of the stack. This is the top of the stack. It contains the address of an operand. So this is the simplest. So implied mode is very simple. Stack addressing mode is very, very simple. Now the next is immediate addressing mode, right? What is immediate addressing mode? Immediate. What is the difference between, as we discussed, implied? First point was the implied, and it is immediate. Don't be confused between the implied and immediate. Immediate is recognized by a hash symbol, right? When where you will see the hash symbol, it means by default it is an immediate addressing mode. What is immediate addressing mode? In this mode, the data is present in the address field of the instruction. The data is what is this? The data is present in the address field of the instruction, right? Suppose this is an instruction, so this is the operand part and this is opcode part. We know about the opcode part, which consists of the different types of operations, right? Plus, minus, multiplication, division, and operand consist of the address of the operand, right? So one address instruction is the example, one instruction format is the example of immediate addressing mode. Suppose, let's see the example. Suppose add 10. Add 10 will increment the value of stored at an accumulator by 10, or we can say that move r hash 20, initialize the register r at a constant value 20. What do you mean by this? Move r hash 20. When I write move r hash 20 means, what is this? Hash 20 means you have to do the immediate operation. Immediate, you have to move immediate. Move means you have to move immediate 20. It initialize register r to a constant value 20 means we have to move immediately 20 value into r, right? For example, if I write like this, move r hash, and then suppose it's 50, right? What this instruction says, first we have to check which type of addressing mode is this. This is the immediate addressing mode. Why? Because hash symbol is this, so it is immediate addressing mode, right? What is the similarity between the implied and immediate? In implied also, the like in the first point, in implied mode also the instruction is within the operand is specified within the instruction. Similarly, in the immediate also the operand is also in the instruction. But what is the difference between them? In immediate addressing mode, hash symbol denote the immediate addressing mode means we have to move 50 value immediately into the register. Means, suppose this is a register, this register now will contain the value 50. I think it will be clear to all of you. Now, the next addressing mode is the direct addressing mode, and after that there will be an indirect addressing mode. As we have already discussed about the direct and indirect addressing, but we will clear the concept here also. Direct addressing mode means the address of the operand is directly found in the memory location. This is the direct addressing mode. And what is indirect addressing mode? The address of the operand is found indirectly in the memory. What do you mean by this? Let's read this. In this addressing mode, the address field of the instruction contain the effective address of the operand, right? Only one reference of memory is required to fetch the operand, and it is also called the absolute addressing mode. What do you mean by direct addressing mode? Means in the memory the operand is found directly. The operand is found directly. The address of the operand is found directly. For example, let's suppose an example. Suppose this is a memory and there are the various types of addresses. Suppose this is address 101, this is address 102, this is address 103, and this is address 104, right? Now this is an instruction, and this is opcode, and what we have say, like we have to move at location 103, and at one location the operand is found. Then we will move to the location 103, and at that location the operand is found. It means we go directly at a particular address. We do not need to go one address, then second address, and then third address. No need to go. The name suggests direct addressing means we have to go only one address, and at that address the operand is directly found. So at 103 address the operand is directly found. This is the example of direct addressing mode, right? Now the next Fifth addressing mode is the indirect addressing mode. Indirect addressing mode basically is the opposite of the direct addressing mode. What is indirect addressing mode? Indirect means the operand is not found directly, it is found indirectly. Indirectly means we have to go address, then again further address, right? Address to address, address to address. Suppose this is the address 101, this is the address 102, 103, 104 and 105, right? There are different types of addresses. So here these are the various types of addresses, right? Now what is indirect addressing mode? Indirect addressing mode means the address field of the instruction specifies the address of memory location that contain effective address of the operand. Means at a, when suppose in the instruction it shows we have to go at the address 105, we will go here. Now this 105 address contain another effective address, suppose it contain the address 102, right? So from here we will move at the address 102, right? Clear? So address contain another address, this is the example of indirect addressing mode, right? So this is the indirect addressing mode. So at what location the operand is found, this is called the effective address. Now the sixth addressing mode is called the register addressing mode. What is register addressing mode? In register addressing mode, the operand is contained in the register set. The address field of the instruction refers to the CPU register that contain the operand. No reference to the memory is required to fetch the operand. For example, what is register addressing mode? First we will know about it. Basically in register addressing mode, it consists of a set of registers. There are various set of registers, and this is the instruction which consists of the opcode and the address of the register, not right address of the address into the address register, right? So suppose these are the addresses 101, 102, 103, 104. These are the various types of addresses, right? Now suppose this instruction contains we have to move to the in the register set at location 103. So at location 103 the operand is found. For example, as you can see here, this is also an example of register addressing mode. Suppose add R will increment the value stored in the accumulator by the content of R. Means you have to add in accumulator the value of register R, right? And the value will be added into accumulator. Clear? So this is the register direct. So same register direct, opposite is register indirect, right? Basically if we compare between the direct indirect and register direct and register indirect, as you can see here, in direct addressing mode and register direct addressing mode, there is some bit similarity between them, right? They are working like their working is same, but in direct addressing mode, as you can see here, there is a memory. We have to search the operand in memory. But in register direct addressing mode, you have to search the operand in the register set. Clear? And what is register indirect and what is register direct? Indirect, we have to check the difference between the indirect and register indirect. In indirect, we have to check the operand in memory, and in this the one address contain another address, right? Similarly in register indirect also we have we have to check the operand in register set, and after that we have to check into the memory. Like see here, the address field of the instruction refers to the CPU register that contain the effective address of the operand, right? For example, the same example, like we have to like here double arrow means memory of memory at a particular location, right? It shows, it can be written like this or it can be written like this and this. Clear? So suppose this is an instruction, the register contain the some address, suppose it contain the address suppose 102, Okay, we have to move to the register set. We will move to the address 102. At 102 contain another address, but this effective address, EA means effective address, it contain another address which shows the address of a memory. Suppose it contain the address, suppose 103, right? Okay, so we will move to the memory, and suppose this is the address 103. So at this location the operand is found. So this is the concept of register indirect addressing mode. In register indirect, first the operand is search into the register set, and in the register set the effective address shows the address of the memory. Clear? Now the next is the relative addressing mode. What is relative addressing mode? The whole concept of relative addressing mode basically based on this formula, right? Based on this formula. What it shows, the effective address is equal to the content of program counter plus the address part of the instruction. Like for example here, the address of the operand is obtained by adding the content of program counter and the address part of the instruction. Suppose this is an instruction, right? So the address part and the program counter, the address part value and the program counter value both will be added here, and it will make a new address. Suppose the address part will contain the address 101 and the program counter contain the address 05H. H means hexadecimal value, right? So 101 plus 05, it will be 106. The addition of both will be 106. So this is the new address. So this new address here, okay, right? This new address, at this address the operand is found. So this is called the relative addressing mode, right? Clear? Now the next is index addressing mode, right? First, before going to the index addressing mode, you should know the concept of index registers also, right? So basically, this is the concept of index registers. What it does, this is, suppose this is an example of index register. Suppose this is an instruction, this is opcode, this is the instruction register, and this contains the address of the operand, right? So what will be the formula? Basically, all the addressing mode based on someone concept, based on the someone formula, right? Suppose 10, we can say that this is the address of an operand and this is the address of the index register. Clear? So address of an operand which was 10 and 2, it will give a new address which is 12. So at this address the operand is found. This is the concept of index register. So what is the formula of index register? The content of index register plus the address part of the instruction. This is the concept of index addressing mode. Clear? This is the concept opcode, index register, and the address part of operand. The first index register, it will search the address into the register set, right? Address of a register, right? It can be any value. That value is added into the address, and it will be a new effective address, and at that address operand is found. This is the example of this. We have already discussed. Now the next is, it was indexed addressing mode. Yes, this is the example of another example of indexed addressing mode. Suppose here this is a base, right? And effective address, what is the formula for effective address? We have discussed base address plus indexed address. Base address plus index address, right? Here in index addressing mode, the base address remains the same. Base address, there is a no change. Base address will be same and the index value will be changed. There will be a change in the index value. You have to remind this one concept. Clear? What is this? Suppose these are the various locations, 2800, 2801, 23, and so on. These are the memory locations, right? And these are the operands. Clear? These are the 4 examples. These are the different types of examples. Let's see first the first example, 2800H. This is a hexadecimal value. 2800 means this is a base address, right? We are assuming the base address plus index address is 0000. What is the formula effective address? Index address plus base address. This is the formula, right? So what will be the effective address now? 2800. So at 2800, the operand is found. Clear? Let's see the another example. As I have told, the base address will remain same. So base address in this also same. Now we will move to another index. Index will be now 0001. So what will be the new address? 2801. So at 2801, the operand is found. Clear? Now move to the another one. Base address will be same. Now the index address is changed 0002. Now the new address will be 2802. So at this location, the operand is found. Similarly, again 2800H is a base address and the index address will be changed. So at 2800, at 2803, the operand is found. So this is the example of index addressing mode. Now come to the another addressing mode, which is known as the base register addressing mode. There are little bit differences in all the register in all the addressing modes. There is a little bit difference in the formula of effective address basically. Like in previous one, in index addressing mode, what was the formula? The index register plus the base address. And now what is base register addressing mode? What it says, the content of base register plus the address part of the instruction, right? Suppose this is an instruction opcode, base register and address of an operand. So first it will search the value into the register set at a particular location. Suppose this is any location 101, 102. So this address will be added into the address part of this location and new address will be formed, and at that location operand will be found, right? As you can see, this is similar to index addressing mode, except that the register now is called the base instead of index. This is the difference between the index addressing mode as well as in the base register addressing mode. This is the example of base register. The effective address, what is the formula? Base register plus offset address. In this, suppose we are assuming the offset address is 003H, hexadecimal value 003H. Now, what is the difference in the register and this base register? Here, the base register will be changed. In register addressing, the base was fixed, but in this, the base value will be changed and the offset value will be fixed, right? Suppose these are the different examples. Here base value is 2800, so 2800 plus this is the offset value, the address is 2803. So at 2803 the operand is found. Now go to the another step. Here the base address now change 2801, but offset is same, so new address is 2804. 2804 the operand is found. Clear? Again now base is changed 2802 and this is the offset fix 2805, the operand is found. Clear? And here now the value is changed plus this is a offset is fixed 2806, the operand is found. So this is the example of base register index mode. Now come to the next one, auto increment, and the last one is auto decrement, right? Basically both are the related one. Auto increment and auto decrement. Basically auto increment means you have to increment the value. You have to search the operand at +1 location. What is the auto decrement? Auto decrement is you have to decrement the value in the, you have to decrement the addresses and found the operand, right? So yes, this one. Basically, you have to access the operand, the content of register automatically incremented with the step size D. You have to find out the content of here. Like for example, let's see the example. Suppose the operand size is 2 byte, right? Clear? And we are fetching the operand which is 6B. And our auto will be automatically incremented by 2, right? Suppose it is at location, let's see this example. This is a instruction opcode and or auto increment, right? We have to check this location 3300 and the value of D, the operand size you can say value of EAD. Suppose we are assuming the value of D is here, which is incremented by 2 byte. It can be incremented by 1, 2, 3 or any, right? Suppose we have to increment by 2 byte. So at first it was at location 3300, right? Now it is incremented with 2. Now we have to go this location. When again it is incremented at 2, what will be the location? It will be 3304, right? So this is the concept of auto increment. This is the example of auto increment also. Like first time, suppose this is the HL pair. HL pair means basically this auto increment is based on the concept of indirect addressing mode. Basically 28 is the H register, 03 is the L register. It make a pair. The new address will be 2803. That's why it is called a HL pair, right? Suppose first time the address will be 2804. Clear? Here we are incremented with 1, right? Again at the second time it will be incremented by 1. Clear? 2805. Now again incremented by 1. Now again incremented by 1. Clear? So here we are mentioning the value of the size will be 1. Clear? Now the last one is auto decrement. This is the formula. Effective address is content of register minus the value of D, which is the step size. We have already discussed. This is the same example, but what is the difference between the increment and decrement? Now it will be decrement. Suppose this is our instruction, and at 3302 we are now here. We have to check the operand. Now we have to decrement. Now decrement by 2, because we are mentioning here the value of the step size is 2. Clear? Now again decrement. Now will be here. Clear? So that's all about the addressing mode. Thank you all. Thank you very much.